A new variant of the coronavirus is spreading in multiple parts of the world, and some experts believe that a wave of it could be headed here to the States. Our 9 News medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us this morning to tell us everything we know so far. Dr. Kohli, thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning, Erica.
All right, so this is interesting. Tell us about the new variant, and should we be worried? This is always concerning.
Well, you know, we've always talked during the pandemic about how the virus is spreading and it's a pandemic. Now it's become endemic, which means we're sort of living alongside this virus, and it's not unexpected that we're going to have new variants, because every time the virus spreads, it mutates and we get new variants. So I'm not particularly worried about this one, especially because based on preliminary data from the World Health Organization, it doesn't seem to be causing more severe infection. It does seem to be spreading a little bit more efficiently, because next generations tend to do that. But I think it's just another variant that we need to know about.
Okay, so talk about what's a little bit different and even similar to some of the other variants that we've had with COVID.
So the good news about this variant is that it's the descendant of Omicron, which is that sort of milder version of the coronavirus. What's different about it is that the spike protein, which is kind of the arm of the virus, what it uses to get inside cells, seems to have mutated to the point that it attaches to cells a bit more efficiently. And that could suggest that it could have a phenomena called immune escape, which means it knows how to evade our immune system and get into our cells, our respiratory cells and other cells, a little bit more effectively.
Okay, this is a little scary. Why are they calling it the razor blade variant? Is it because of what you were just explaining?
No, it's because it causes a razor blade sore throat.
Oh.
So that sore throat hurts so much.
Doesn't sound fun.
That it feels like you have a razor blade in there. Now, we don't know if it's all that different from previous variants. We know that coronavirus, about 70% of people get that sore throat symptom, but that particular sore throat with this variant appears to be pretty bad, so some people are describing it as a razor blade sore throat.
Oof. Are people confusing it with like a strep? Because that kind of sounds like a, you know, maybe a strep throat feel.
Certainly, yes, because strep throat can have that really intense pain on the sore throat. And then if you look at the pattern of COVID, it looks a little different than some of our other respiratory viruses in the sense that it does spread efficiently even during the summer. Whereas with other viruses like the flu and RSV and such, we see less activity over the summer months.
And with it kind of potentially making its way our way here in the States, do you see it maybe potentially ticking up this summer, even though it's, you know, I think not necessarily going to be as bad as an effect on us as some of the other variants?
So it started in China. We've seen it's made it into multiple states here. It's 37% of all cases right now, so sort of the second most common variant. I certainly think another summer wave is really possible. That's why all of us need to be on high alert. And the reason for that is because we've noticed that COVID tends to go in waves. So what happens is a bunch of people get infected, they develop immunity, then the virus mutates, a new variant comes out, and then you get another round of infection. So it kind of goes up and down like that based on it. So I think given what's happened, the fact that many of us are quite far away from our last COVID vaccine, given that we have a new variant, it's entirely possible we could see a rash of infections, and then things sort of settle out as people get immunity, and then we might see another one in the fall or winter.
We're almost out of time, but who should be getting a vaccine for this?
So if you're very high risk, the CDC currently recommends you should be getting vaccinated for COVID twice a year. Now, those recommendations might change. We think the current vaccines may work, but not as well, because we do see that immune escape phenomena. But we do know that they're going to update the round of vaccines for the fall. So check with your doctor if you're not sure. But for most of us, we can probably wait till the fall to get another round of vaccines, except if you're high risk.
Perfect. Dr. Kohli, thank you so much. We appreciate you as always.